A very happy good evening to everyone of you guys, and today we are going to see the newspaper name The Hindu, and today's date is October 7, 2025. So literally quite interesting thing has been occurred in the defense sector, especially in India. Especially a new hypersonic glide vehicle has been, it means the project has been initiated in the India. So one of the top, it means like a hypersonic means you can see guys, it's so much sophisticated and it's so much difficult to manufacture, as well as because the accuracy, the speed, the range is so much entirely difficult. And as well as I think so you would have known about the Morocco recently, the Tata's new 18 to 8 armored vehicle has been placed here. It means for production capacity there. Now the Israel, it means the turret, especially you can see this is a vehicle means, for example, the above there will be a turret being placed. Okay, this turret is completely manufactured and comes from the Israel. So you can see now Israel also plays an entire role in the African region. So you can see the India as well as the Israel partnership is literally so much high. And one of the most third interesting thing is Turkey has just told we are going to buy the Russian oil despite having the sanctions of the USA. And now one of the major interesting thing is Israel is also going to buy Russian oil because they are so much lacking in it. Okay, especially the Turkey. Why the Turkey is so much important means because it is a NATO member. So being a NATO member, you can see that definitely the USA will pressure so much, and the Turkey is literally so much, it goes in advanced way. So they also, it means, created a new 5th prototype drone. So this prototype drone have an afterburner. So why? Because Turkey, it means they don't have not a, I can't say don't have, but they still doesn't have any much capability to produce a 5th generation fighter jet or any kind of 5th generation topmost elite jet engines or jet aircraft. But they are so much advanced in the drone system. So this 5th prototype has an advanced turbine system that can just run the entire drone system. So they are so much advanced towards the drone sector. Okay. So as well as in the India also, lot interesting thing has been occurred. Especially you can see it means B or Gavi. So recently it means slipper has been thrown against him. A lot of negative perspective has also came against him. So why this kind of perspective has been occurred? So okay. So I'll just divide each and everything into a certain sector, and later on I'll just explain to you each and everything. So okay. So without wasting time, let us get started. So I think so you can see sir. So DRDO gears up Davani, an hypersonic missile test by end of 2025. Max speed 6 outrageous BrahMos. See guys, literally you can see guys, it is hypersonic glide vehicle. So why the hypersonic glide vehicle is so much important means it can just, it means how to say means it can just travel in the atmosphere so much a longer duration. For example, suppose if you just launch any kind of ballistic missile, any kind of a hypersonic missile from the earth means it need to go for a trajectory and it need to fall. But this hypersonic glide vehicle will just go in place in the mostly troposphere area, troposphere or stratosphere area. In that it means directly glide, and it has a range of 7,500 kilometers. You can see guys, just launch once upon a time and just goes and attacks once upon a time means you can see it's a nightmare for the entire Pakistan. Suppose for example if we just launch in a high altitude area, especially in the Himalayan region, and suddenly whenever the Pakistan attacks India, we just give a command, okay, hypersonic glide vehicle, just go and attack the Pakistan, sir, that's it. Within a few seconds it goes and attack the entirely. So you can see how much the effectiveness should be, how much efficiency should be, as well as the range, the payload capacity. See guys, generally for a normal missile, payload must be there. Okay, it means the payload, it means the ammunition, the explosion must be there. But for hypersonic glide vehicle, they doesn't need it because the kinetic energy is so much higher guys. Literally, for example, you can see whenever a bullet just strikes you, you can see how much effective the kinetic energy of a bullet. Sudden strike, and within a millisecond it can destroy the entire area. So that much capability the hypersonic vehicle has. Okay, so the main thing is radar system. So we need to have a good radar system, as well as this it means this Dharavi has been created means it will enter in the Sudarshana Chakra. So we didn't need to just wait and see what kind of thing is going to occur. Okay, so the next thing I just want to tell is about the Morocco. So just wait for 1 sec. So I'll just take the PDF. Where is it? Oh, okay. So you can see this one. So Royal Moroccan Army TASL V-88 LBs, you can see Airway system UT-30 MK2 turret means you can see this entire thing is comes from the, I think so you can see this one. So okay, so this upper portion you can see, this upper portion is completely come from the Israel. So you can see now Israel also, it means started helping the African countries. So now Israel needs a diversification. So instead of only controlling them of the Hamas, and instead of going against the Palestinian people, and instead of killing 60,000 people in the Hamas, it means in the Gaza Strip, though they are just diversifying in the military areas. So sometimes people might ask, does India needs Israel? because Israel doing a lot of genocide. Guys, literally one of the worst thing is USA has denied. It means USA has just told Israel is it means Israel genocide. They feel they guilty. Guilty means if we did a mistake, we will feel guilty like that. So USA comes and tells to the world. Now Israel is feeling that Israel country is feeling guilty that they did a genocide. Oh, literally, it means 10,000 people are there, no guilty. 20,000, no guilty. 40,000, no guilty. 50,000, 67,000 people, no guilty. But recently, Trump's administration comes and tells him, suddenly Israel will feel guilty. Yeah? So, see the stupid things. So, the other thing you can see in the other area, especially in the African area also, I just forgot the country's name. Sudan, I think so. Sudan, I think so. But you can see paramilitary force and the original military force, they are just fighting upon each other. In the time, 40,000 people, especially the African peoples, has been dead. So none of the country has just it means gone to the peace deal or any kind of deal. Even the Greta Thunberg, one of the it's not my favorite, one of the stupid girl, I think so. So you can see Thunberg among 177, 178, just deported from the Israel. See guys, Thunberg, in my point of view, instead of going to a proper education, instead of proper studies, instead of properly working and properly developing an NGO, it means at the younger age itself he just created an NGO and become a bigger, it means child means you can see, does she have an experience guys? No, literally I don't think so she has an experience. Just mass media. Just all the mass media is promoting her. So it means in my point of view, they are using Greta Thunberg as a tool. Okay, my question is, 60,000 people has been died in especially in the Israel area. She goes there. Okay, I'll just give a clap. So what happened to the Sudan post? It means what? Why a lot of African peoples has been died? So there Greta Thunberg having just told any of the commands. They will just tell, okay, the peace need to be resolved. But top priority Israel, how is this possible? So you can see Israel is one of the major force in the world. But in the African, they don't. Literally, guys, the Western media, the entire USA doesn't consider the Africa as a country itself. And you can see in the Afghanistan, an earthquake has been occurred. In that, does USA contributed any kind of thing to the Afghanistan? So you can see more than 3,000 to 4,000 people has been died. At the time, none of the Americans comes and help there. Even the Europeans, they just thought of helping. They literally did not help so much. But Indians were the only country, literally guys, sometimes I feel so much proud of India. Even though I'm just paying a lot of taxes or GST or any kind of negative aspect, you just consider anything. But whenever it comes helping, India is the only country to help the each and every country. So in that point of view, I'm literally proud of being an Indian. So okay, let's come back to the problem. Okay, so now this Tarrant, it means this I just told about the Israel. So it will be one of the good things. So we need to just wait and see what kind of thing is going to occur in the future. So next thing, again, just go. So this is also one of the most interesting thing in my point of view, guys, because you can see ONGC to invest 8,000 crores means in 170 offshore wells in Andhra Pradesh. So you can see now, it means especially in the Andaman Nicobar also, literally lot of natural gas has been, literally 30% of the India's needed natural gas can be procured from the entire Andaman Nicobar. So if the Andhra Pradesh also been procured, means natural gas been increased, means definitely it will be a lot of good things. But anyways, the cylinder price won't definitely reduce because it will be more than 900 only. So until the election comes, they may reduce to 50 rupees or 60 rupees. But in future, definitely they will also increase. Even though the production capacity, manufacturing capacity is so much high also, they won't definitely reduce. But they will just take the petrol price. So you can see petrol. So literally, we are just getting cheaper petrol, which means we are getting huge amount of discount in the petrol. But still now we haven't just reduced the price. So why? Simple thing, guys. Just a simple thing. We are just, it means how to say, means so for example, India needs 6 million barrel per day, okay, per day. In that, nearly 2 million barrel per day we are just getting from the Russia, let us suppose. So for this 2 million, so one barrel is how much cost? About $60, okay. For example, I'm just telling $60. So 2 million means you just multiply. So per day we are just giving 500 crores. And per month we are giving 1.5 lakh crores for the Russia itself. It means only they are covering how much? 30 to 40%. So remaining 70 to 80% we are just also going from the other partners. So literally per month, for 1 month we are just giving how much crores? Literally more than 6 to 7 lakh crores per month to the entire world for getting the crude oil. So you can see Suppose India's total budget, for example, India's GDP growth is 4 trillion or something like that, means so lot of money goes in the crude oil itself. So that's why they just implemented the ethanol manufacturing, the natural gas manufacturing, not manufacturing, natural gas production, and they are so much shifted towards the EV. So another one other thing I just want to say, before in this newspaper only they are just given. So in 2040, so the entire thing will be non-fossil fuel based country, the India will become, they just told. But we need to just wait and see, but this is possible or not. Because you can see EV manufacturing is a good thing, but 80 to 90% of the entire battery industry is currently held by China. So how we can just overact, and means how we can just mingle with the China. So that is the most important thing. So if we just go on with a good upper hand with the China, definitely we'll get a lot of batteries, as well as now the Chinese just invested solid state battery. Wow, solid state battery, it has cycle duration long. For example, if we are using lithium ion battery, in this lithium ion battery it's a good thing, because how to say, means it has just about 700 cycles. For example, one time recharge, and one cycle recharge means it goes 500 kilometers, means 500 recharge means it goes around 25,000 kilometers. But the same thing when it goes for solid state battery, the cycling capacity is so much high. Literally it goes more than 1000 cycles, and the quick charge is so much higher. For example, in lithium ion battery it takes around 1 hour 40 minutes, means in solid state battery less than 10 minutes it can just withhold the each and everything. Okay, so we need to just wait and see what kind of thing is going to occur. So if China just started to implement this solid state battery in their industry, means it will be a good thing. So we need to just wait and see, because why I'm just telling is, I think so you would have known about the Mahindra CV. So lot of components has been manufactured, and we are just getting from the entire by whom? By the China only. So each and every battery technology entirely from the China only we are just getting. Okay, so and the other thing just I want to just tell, so wait, I'll just show you the information. It means they have just created an India's made in India phone. India's made in India phone. I think so you can see this one. So this what is one? Now where it is then made in India phone will no. Just 1 second, guys. So I think so you can see this one. So this is a phone called AI Plus. Okay, you can see the Indian smartphone value is 5. Oh, this is another thing. Okay, you can see this is Madhav Sheth. So Madhav Sheth also worked in a Realme technology. Okay, he was in Realme is one of the Chinese manufacturing, because my phone is also Realme. So he worked in that company, and later he just resigned and he just started the company in the India. So what's one of the worst thing, guys? Literally this each and everything, it means one phone, two phone it has been he has released. One phone costs around 4,900 and 9,000. Second phone costs around 7,000 or 8,000, I suppose. Okay, maybe I think so. The phones not been displayed here. Okay, so wait, I'll just show you the phone. Okay, this is the phone. I think so you can see this one. So this costs around 8,000, this costs around 5,500. So this is AI plus Pulse, and this is Nova 5G. Okay, you can see each and everything is been similar, but what the most stupid thing is, he just told to the entire world that made in India phone must be purchased, means made in India phone must be there. So but literally, guys, this two phones, the battery, it means for example, while I just saw on a video, for example, the battery, I think so you done seen about this. So whenever you just remove the battery of a phone, you can see in the beginning made in India it has been written. But when you just tilt this phone like this, for example, how to say means, let us consider this is a phone's battery front side. So in this phone battery front side, it's printed here made in China, sorry, made in India. This phone I'm just telling, the India's newly made AI plus phone, made in India. So while you just rotated the battery, it is given here made in China, which company, when it is manufactured, how it is, each and everything is been given here. So it's just each and everything false. So entire component is being manufactured by the China at a cheap rate. The Indian company just procured this kind of thing, and they just assemble here and they just sell this sold here. So you can see, we are not going to the Atmanirbhar Bharat like this kind of stupid initiative. So instead of it means having a first man perspective, we need to have a second man as well as the commons eagle point of view. Okay, I think so you can understand. So we can just go for the next information. So this is will cover nearly 40 minutes. Okay. Another thing you can see, chaos in the France as PM Macron quits. So literally now a lot of prime minister in the France has been just recently quit upon, because the it means the government people, as just told, we need to just reduce the funds allocated to the peoples, as well as literally how much, 1.5 billion I think so, 1.5 billion or 2 billion I suppose. So they just started to reduce this one. So people started to protest, and always the president Emmanuel Macron also just opposed and a little lot of good things. But the recently appointed prime minister of the by the Emmanuel Macron also, now he just said, you can see Sebastian Leroc something. Okay. So the next thing you can see, medical Nobel for the scientist who demystified the idea and the immune system. So we need to literally appreciate them, guys. But one of the things, suppose most of the people should have known Nobel, Alfred Nobel. So many people just believe Alfred Nobel is such a good person, fantastic person. No, he's not a good person. Why? Because I think so you don't know about dynamite. So dynamite is an explosive material used for, it means quarries, as well as taking any kind of minerals inside the earth. So they will just go and place the dynamite inside, and it will blast, and we will just dig lot of things. Okay. So during one of the time, what is happened during the research, he just kept the dynamite at his lab. So an unfortunate incident has been occurred, and the dynamite has been just blasted. So during that blast, literally more than I don't know, but more than 100 people, I suppose, I'm not accurate about this, but lot of people has been died. So during the time, what happened in a newspaper, they just wrote in the newspaper, merchant of, it means merchant of death is been dead. Okay. It means Alfred Nobel has been died, like that they haven't just mentioned. Merchant of death, okay? Merchant of death means he is a seller of death. He is just telling the death and to die each and every people. Like that they have just written in the newspaper. So to change the entire perspective of the world, he just, it means he just collected a lot of money and created a prize called as Nobel Prize. So this is the story of a Nobel Prize, and we are so much interested to buy the Nobel Prize. But literally when you just go to the back history, the Nobel Prize comes based upon killing of lot of person, and merchant of death, the nickname has been given to the Alfred Nobel. To change this merchant of death to a sophisticated and a high value prize, it means Nobel Prize, he just did a lot of things and he just turned each and everything. Okay. So this is a small point just I want to tell. Okay. So you can just go to the next information. This one okay. Okay, that's okay. Okay, this one okay. So you can see next thing, you can see as I showed before. So India must boost domestic oil outputs and electrification to cut import dependency. Yes guys, literally we need to reduce the import, especially in the crude oil sector and also the oil sector. So now I think so Russia has just accepted to give the engines, it means jet engines rule RD-130 I think so, RD-130 or RD-30 to the Pakistan. So literally one of the sad incident, but we need to accept this guys, because Russia don't have money. Because none of the other countries has been agreeing, and recently I think so you don't know about the Turkeys. So Turkey just started to buy the Russian soil, despite having the, it means political pressure from the USA Trumps. So being an NATO member also, they are so much interested to purchase S-400, and now guys, literally the Sukhoi 75 checkmate has been released. Just I want to show you the picture. One of the, it's like my favorite thing I just think so guys. So I'll just show you Sukhoi 57 or 75. It's a checkmate. News. So you can see Sukhoi 75 checkmate. Where is it? So you can see this one. Just one second, sorry. So you can see this is Sukhoi 75 checkmate, and this is a Sukhoi 57. This is Felon. So this Sukhoi 75 checkmate is also a stealth thing, and each and everything is been stealth, but it comes at a lower price when we compare to the F-35 and F-22s. So my question is whether India will buy this one? No, definitely India won't buy. Okay, because still this Sukhoi 75 is not production ready, as well as they just did not show to the world, and it is not battle tested. Suppose for example, why the IAF official is so much confused about buying Sukhoi 57 also, it is not battle ready and it's not battle tested also. So that's why they are so much delaying. But you can see Rafale, we just use in the operation, as well as the capacity is so much good, and as well as the, it means Americans, most of the engines, as well as most of the fighter aircraft, and France also offers so much good thing, Mirage 2000 and a lot of other things. So in my point of view, definitely Sukhoi 75 won't be bought, but Sukhoi 57, maybe 1 or 2 squadrons for the testing purpose they will buy. So we need to just wait and see what kind of thing is going to occur in the future. Okay. So the next thing. One of the most controversial thing has been occurred, guys. You can see C group sees red over, because one, it's like if I just show with the picture means it will be a good thing. But anyway, see, hereafter I'll just show you. I'll just give the picture. Seek against SA military. So you can see USA military bans on beard, on turbans, patches, black shirts, Sikhs, Indian moves control. So you can see beard ban has been US. So guys, my perspective is, see literally, I don't think so. How we are just taking my point. So okay, Sikh community belongs to where? India. Okay, just a normal question. Sikh community belongs to India, and where is Sikhism? India. And where is the entire religion? Religion origin is India. Okay, and where is the main temple? It means their main cultural temple, India. And whom they are working? USA. How this is possible? You see guys, you just understand the thing. You are going to a private company and you are going to as a private partner, it means private worker, and just opposing the private company CEO means you should not do like this means how is that possible? You are an Indian and going and working in the USA and not accepting their, it means not accepting their rules and regulation means you must be temporarily removed. Okay, this is my point of view. Why? Because you come and work in India, guys. Who told you not to shave the, it means who told you to, it means shave the beard, who told you to remove the turban? So none of the thing has been told. You are going the USA and you are not accepting the principle of the USA and you are just opposing the USA means what is the thing? Because USA, their people have certain rules and regulations. So guys, you guys see guys, when if any kind of USA person comes to the India and does he keeps any kind of beard and these kind of things, and if the USA person, beard person opposes the Indian military means will we be quite definitely will also oppose no? So that's the thing that has been happening. In my point of view, the Sikh community person should not do in the USA. If the same kind of thing, it means if the Sikh community person has a beard, turbans in the India, and if the Indian military tells them to remove the beard and the turban means definitely the Sikh community, I'll just give the 100% authority to go against them, against the Indian military. But you can see they are going to the private partner and just protesting me. Such an this means they should not do this kind of thing in my perspective. This is will goes more than just I'll just tell you the main thing. Okay, the fishery sector now it means now we are just opening the fishery sector to the entire European Union as well as other kind of persons. So now you can see for India and Australia to sign a joint defense security cooperation. So joint defense means definitely any kind of it means excess deal will be also made, and any kind of bilateral talks, any kind of like kind of thing will occur. So one of the most sad incident, you can see 6% died killed in the Jaipur hospital. One of the sad incident has been occurred because literally how much 6% means. So during that fire has been occurred, so the people's has been just want to the entire doctor's department, it means hospital department, but they have just neglected this one. So later on the fire has been spread in the ICU. So during that ICU, it means fire broke out. So it means the nurses, the doctors has just fled away from the spot. So that's the thing, so much been saddest thing. So definitely more protests will be occurring here. Okay, so maybe PM and CM of the, it means Rajasthan, they will give any kind of funds there. Okay, so guys, that's it for today's video, and let me see you in the next video. Until then, take care, bye bye, have a good day.